Cruise ship.
I'm tired of this in the kitchen. But how else am I gon' get it? 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 I'm getting kinda tired of all this in the kitchen. How else am I gon' get it? How else am I gon' get it? How else am I gon' get it?
How else am I gonna get it?
Whip. How else am I gon' get it? How else am I gon' get it? Whip. How else am I gon' get it? How else am I gon' get it?
This over complex new design, I'm tripping over all the time. We try to walk a fragile line. Whatever's left is always right. I will take back what's rightly mine. This is my forsaken fight. We're gonna set this place alight. Bring it on tonight. Bring it. Bring it on tonight. Bring it. This over complex new design, I'm tripping over all the time. We try to walk a fragile line. Whatever's left is always right. I will take back what's rightly mine. This is my forsaken fight. We're gonna set this place alight. Bring it on tonight. This over complex new design, I'm tripping over all the time. We try to walk a fragile line. Whatever's left is always right. I will take back what's rightly mine. This is my forsaken fight. We're gonna set this place alight. Bring it on tonight. Bring it. Bring it on tonight. Bring it. This over complex new design, I'm tripping over all the time. We try to walk a fragile line. Whatever's left is always right. I will take back what's rightly mine. This is my forsaken fight. We're gonna set this place alight. Bring it on tonight. Bring it. Bring it.
We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. Unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever.
Left field, call it. Babe Ruth, ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a. So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Dropping big beats, so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. We're just a couple of weirdos coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Crew. Saw the magician's assistant and half like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Dropping big beats, so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Drop the big beats, so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now.
There are men, and there are giants.
Bass and stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Days done changing hip hop, sizzling Bobby out the slammer. Hip hop start on the East Coast, then it move west down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York. Oh, don't then throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of the in the club with the juice in the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my ride and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow. Working hard, caking dough. Open up 24. We strive
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Eagles going up against the Cowboys. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. One man in the backfield, Elliott, and he'll get it up the middle. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And right away, he lost the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Green, 39. Detroit! Watching that party!
On second down, here's Wentz. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
Check, Patriot!
Wentz going to try and throw on third. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They go to Elliott again. And he's got room. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 87 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cedric Thornton. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, Smallwood. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
They come out here in the eye. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Wentz to throw on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Wentz throwing on second down. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, Wentz escaping the pressure right toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and now it's second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Halfback sent in motion. Now Wentz on third down. This will be caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Looking to throw. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On second down, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Bryce Callahan. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Here we go. 3-19.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dorial Green Beckham from 19 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
One man in the backfield, Elliott.
Let's go. What? Ohio.
To throw is Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll come out in the pistol. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And the back goes into motion. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 on the pickup. And that leads to a Philadelphia first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Here we go. Detroit.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with their second down call after that type of a game.
When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly. But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Prescott, flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age. Right?
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Back it up. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, it's Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now receiver in motion left. They'll run for it with Smallwood. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye.
Lucky 56.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Smallwood. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Works over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And off comes to Smallwood. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. In the red zone this time. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Marshall. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The Cowboys offense now. They head out for their first possession of the second half.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. James Hanna, 39 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They start the drive with Smallwood. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A dump off to Smallwood. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Aguilar in motion left. Now Wentz on third down. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Second down following the incompletion. Two receivers left, one to the right.
Here we go now. Philly, here we go.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now, Wentz again. And he hits his man, Matthews. Jordan Matthews all by himself. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, 54 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
So many times during the course of a game, Brandon, the special teams actually helps out their offense. Not in this case. They did them 0 favors with that return.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Prescott on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go. 38.
Second down, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Dancing, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down.
Here we go.
A second down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the penalty, it's Elliott. He won't go down. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end. Quarter of play. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Prescott now on 2nd down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
No. Check. Patriot. Over. Now let's go.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They get 31 yards that time. And that leads to a Dallas first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll get the football here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
On the counter, Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And tough starting field position here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this forward only. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Leopard! All right, here we go. Green, 39 Philly, here we go.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Left side, caught by Matthews. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Green Beckham has it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. And here's Marshall. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Beasley now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Prescott now. And he holds it in. But no, they say no. He could not get both feet down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Prescott to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50. The ball's in the air, defender's there, receiver's there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. Now Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.